All right, we're live. Baggers and Brews. We were just watching the Sturgis City Council, which was hard to watch because the audio was pretty bad. But they are still there. They're discussing some other details, but they have voted, obviously, to go forth with the rally with a modified version, what they called Option 3. And Option 3, how they explained is there will be no public gatherings that are promoted by the city of Sturgis. So anything that the city of Sturgis would have hosted as far as a public gathering, they will be refraining from.
Yep.
So, thought?
So, which to me, see, I know they mentioned it before, is things like that big picture they do like once or twice a day, where everyone comes out into the street and they get up on that thing. They take the big giant group. Yeah, they're not doing that. I think it sounds like they're not doing like a opening ceremony.
Yeah,
because that has people gathering. I mean, it's all just kind of silly though, because if you got vendors, it's going to be people and they're going to be gathered. But I understand what they're trying to do. But yeah,
I think legally, I think legally they're saying that, but when we all get there, it's probably still going to happen because people that have been there in the past are probably going to try and bring back those traditions, and they're probably going to instigate to get it done. So,
yeah. So the motion actually passed 8-1. There was one holdout. Was it 8-2?
8-2.
8-2. There was one. There was that he was pretty adamant about canceling the rally. An older gentleman. So
and you said he didn't vote?
He voted no.
Okay, but there should have been 9 plus the mayor, I think. So I think there would be 10. So I think it was 8-2.
8-2. Okay.
I think it's hard to hear. That was painful. If you weren't watching it, you're better off because that was painful.
It was cutting in and out a lot. The signal was dropping. The audio on the consistent signal we had was pretty terrible. But we'll be there.
And everybody had a pre-planned statement that they had to read, and it's kind of like watching paint dry. But the decision's been made. So we were going anyway, but
looks like the blacktops are going. They say the turkey legs are safe. So good to know. Good to know if you need a turkey leg while you're out there. They're COVID-free turkey legs. So,
yeah. One of the things that they mentioned too is that the whole fireworks over Rushmore, that they were going to try and stop it because so many people gathered for that. I'm like, you know what? It's a large area. I'm sure there's going to be tons of people when they go let those fireworks go.
Well, and that's a national park. It's outside the jurisdiction of the city.
Yeah, and Trump's going to be there, so they're not stopping that. Trump's supposed to be at that. So
yeah,
that's definitely out of their control.
So yeah, we got some people in the side chat here. We got Scouse. He says it is on, Scouse. Got Bell's Ride. She's going. Leonard Rader says, I'll see you all there. Let us know where you're riding from there, Leonard. Bluegrass Riders in the house. Chase the Ride. So we just want to thank you guys. I know we said we were going live, obviously, a while back. Originally, it was 9. It was 9:15. We really just didn't want to come on unless we had, really something to tell you guys, some good news, what we anticipate as being good news. But thank you
to you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely.
It sounds like, I mean, I've heard rumors. I don't know if it's true, but it sounds like they're talking about possibly opening that Canadian border sometime in mid to late July. So maybe the Canadians will have a chance to come down. I know they have a big percentage of people that come down from Canada. So hopefully that works out for them, because it would suck if they can't come.
Steve Sabb says he's coming from Seattle and he's bringing Chaz with him. And I got to tell you, Steve, I'm pretty sure that Sturgis is going to be a Chaz-free zone. I'm telling you.
I'm okay either way. I'd love to see what happens if it wasn't.
That's awesome.
I'm ready.
Yeah, so our plans remain intact. We're rolling out of here in New Jersey on August 6th, bright and early. Gave ourselves, about 3.5 days to get out there.
Yep.
We'll be there on the 9th, hopefully by early afternoon, checking into our VRBO crib and ready to see the sights.
And meet some people.
Hopefully meet up with some motovloggers and whoever else we run into.
Yep.
And for those of you who aren't following us on Instagram, hit Baggers and Brews up on Instagram, and we'll obviously be posting like where we're at, what's going on from day to day while we're out there on Insta.
I will so look forward to that, Scouse. Absolutely.
So Bluegrass says any major restrictions. So what they're deciding now, and I mean we probably could have sat there through another hour of this meeting. They're deciding on parking. It seems like parking and how they want to park people is going to be a big deal. And they were talking about open containers, but like Bert was saying, I don't know if anybody who's been there before can let us know in the chat. We thought open containers in Sturgis were a no-go outside, but it seemed like we were making a deal with that, a pretty big deal about that as well. So, but they were granting liquor permits to the campgrounds. They are going to grant vendor permits. They're going to put guidelines. They said when a vendor goes to pick up their permit, there's going to be guidelines that they will issue the vendors at that time, as far as amount of people and social distancing within vendor areas. They did say that. As far as other restrictions, it sounds like there's still a couple of motions that they're voting on.
Yeah, I believe one of them was the parking. They were saying that only in the center of Main Street from so-and-so block, not on the edges, to somehow keep social distancing from that. But even the local PD actually said keep it as it used to be, because it's going to be hell if it's not going to be a lot of parking.
Well, you also had, I could hear several, or at least two of the guys that were on the council talking about it being too much of a headache to try to change things like that, because so many people that have come every year and are used to how it's set up, and now you're going to try to switch it up and it's going to cause chaos. But that was it. That was they're saying whether they were just going to have it down the center of the street like they normally and have it on the sides, or just down the center. But
so Blacktop Devil said there's no open containers at all from previous.
Yeah, Mrs. Blacktop said that.
Yeah. Or Mrs. Black. Yeah.
They won't enforce that.
Sounds like Scouts got tagged. He says you could drink one of the side streets in Keystone, but not the other, as he found out in 2017. Well, buddy, I mean, if you need a lesson in drinking in public, you should probably watch some Baggers and Brews videos, because we've been drinking in public since this quarantine began.
Well, they keep talking about a shortage of law enforcement because of everything that's going on in the country, but
I
mean, you don't know if all this craziness protesting is going to be going on in 50 days. What do we got? We got like 51 days, right?
Yep. So David B's in the chat, and he said if they would have voted no, it would have meant no extra Leo. And here's his comment here. And David, they actually said voting to not support the rally was just as reckless as having an unmodified rally, because people are coming regardless and they can't close down the city. So they felt the best to prepare for it. And that was a good point.
Yep.
Right.
Because they even mentioned that for the EMS and everything on the outskirts, because they said because of the COVID they weren't going to be able to support because they're all on restrictions and everything. But I think they're going to go full force just like previous, just because so many people are coming.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if anybody watched the last week's or the last meeting they had. I think it was about a week ago. I stayed up in the wee hours in the morning watching that, and they basically said, I mean, they were going to have extra law enforcement and extra sanitation, workers and whatnot, whether they had it or not, because they can't control the fact that people were going to come, whether they had nothing going on or not. People were going to come, and it would be irresponsible to not have, the bathrooms, the porta potties, and the extra policing. So, why would you spend that money on that and not make any money? It doesn't make any sense. So, it makes sense, their decision.
Yeah.
I don't know how well they're restricted. Their plan is for cutting some things out. We'll see if that actually happens or not.
Well, it's still 51 days for them to decide, so things can change again.
I don't know if anybody in the side chat who's been there a couple of times, what you guys might know about events that the city of Sturgis sponsors that they won't be doing. I mean, we haven't really been there. I know there's a few things that we've heard about, but I mean, how many events would that actually be, and what is that?
Yeah, because I mean, I think from everything I've seen in preparation for this, I mean, all the big concerts and the big acts, none of them are in town anyway. I mean, what do they really have that they're not going to have?
Yeah,
I mean, normal. I mean, if they're going to still have vendors, they still have bars in the town that are going to be open. Like, it sounds to me like the things that they're going to cut out really aren't all that significant.
So, I don't know. I mean, as long as I'm getting to go and I'm getting to ride and, hang out with the crew of us for what's going to be an awesome ride, almost 1,800 miles for us and
2 weeks, 14 days.
Yep. That's riding. Scout says, I hope they don't cancel the strippers. I love Scout's idea of social distancing.
Yeah, Bluegrass. We'll definitely go ahead and meet up. That's for sure. It's 100%.
Yeah, this was one of the things they actually discussed in last week's meeting that they had, and that's something that with this option 3 they were going to do away with, and that's the rally picture that they do twice a day. So that's not going to happen this year, at least not officially.
Steve wants to know where we're riding from. We're riding from New Jersey.
We are riding from southern New Jersey.
New Jersey.
It's about 1,750 something miles for us one way.
Piece of cake.
And that, I think, that was to where we're staying, which is out somewhere near Deadwood.
Right.
So do that math there and back, plus all the riding we do while we're out there, which is mostly what we're going to be doing. The funny thing is, all this hoopla over the vote and whatnot, but we'll probably only be in downtown Sturgis for a day, maybe only a half a day, depending on how things go. So we're planning to ride. We're planning to go see all the tourist traps, all the things. I think most of the people from our group have not been out to South Dakota, right?
No.
So, Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, Devil's Tower, the Badlands.
It's all about the ride.
All of that is on our agenda anyway. So downtown Sturgis is just a very tiny portion of this. So, I mean, it doesn't make a huge difference for us, but I'm glad that they voted that way. Coming all the way from New Jersey, it's, nice to know that it's actually going to be a legit rally and not like some things not going on and Sturgis closed and everything going on in like Deadwood or the surrounding town. So
yeah,
it's nice that they voted for this.
So somebody asked here how many miles we're putting down in a day. My Dun Life wants to know how many miles we're putting down in a day. What do we do coming back from Texas? Because
I think the longest day we did was about 650-ish. I think was the longest day in that area.
With 4 bikes,
How's it just 4 of us?
Yeah.
So the plan. So these guys left it up to me to freaking plan this crap. So I'm going to force them to do what I want. The plan, the way I see it right now, is to bang out as many miles as we can in the first 2 days. So I'm thinking at least a minimum of 600 a day for the first 2 days, because that third day is when we're actually going to hit the Wisconsin or the Minnesota, South Dakota area, where there's probably going to be things that we want to stop and take a look at. So the more we can bang out those first 2 days, the more time we have to make that the last, however many miles of the trip. So that third day, I know there's things we want to see. I mean, I told these guys about the Corn Palace in Mitchell, South Dakota, and Wall Drug, and just, touristy stuff. So if we can bang out 1,200 miles in the first 2 days, then that gives us a day and a half to do the remaining 5 and change, which will be a piece of cake. So I think that's the plan, barring any crazy happenings, any mishaps, and you never know. I mean, it's a long trip. Something breaks on a motorcycle, and the next thing you know, it changes everybody's plans. So fingers crossed, that's the plan.
Bikes, beards, and beer. He's at 1,300 miles. This is his first rally. That's a hell of a first rally, buddy.
Yeah.
First rally or first Sturgis rally?
First, might be first Sturgis rally. Yeah. Let us know if that's your first one, because that's a hell of a first rally.
Yeah, that's the very first rally.
Hey, did you say the Porn Palace? What?
Yeah, the Porn Palace.
Oh, Scouts.
Gosh, you're telling me you haven't been to the Porn Palace? Yeah, pal.
Let's do it.
He goes every Wednesday.
The Porn Palace.
Corn, buddy. Corn.
Porn.
Which is kind of funny because it's nothing more than like a gymnasium, but on the outside they like cover it in corn and make all these designs out of it, and kind of weird. But
Wait,
kind of neat.
We're going to a gymnasium? Dude, I don't want to know anything about exercise on this trip.
More like an auditorium.
Yeah.
For sure.
Same different.
So Bell's Ride says she can't wait. For those of you who don't know Bell's Ride's moto, she's putting together an awesome ride out there. It's a support law enforcement ride, and check her channel out. She's got, I forget what day that is. It's the day before or the day that we get there.
Yeah, I think so.
So otherwise we would probably definitely be doing it. It's
Probably definitely be
definitely be doing it.
How's that work?
It's like top three. It's like top three, top dog. You knew that was coming, right?
Come on.
Oh boy!
So, for those of you who haven't watched the custom paint video, that's what that is. Yeah, funny.
Joe, if you're watching, you're top dog, bro.
What's this?
That's awesome. August 9th is Bell's Ride's moto. She put it up there.
Right, and we're not getting out there until like midday the 9th, so that's why we're missing it.
Yep.
But if you're gonna be out there, check it out. It's a good cause. So get out there and do that ride. You know what it's called?
I forget what the actual name of the ride was.
Yeah, if you want to post that in the side chat there, Bell's Ride, just post the name of it so people know.
I forget you buying me a beer.
Post the name of that ride so people know where to find it.
You got it, Bells.
That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, it looks like people posting lots of cool rides. I mean, I've never seen Mount Rushmore.
Ride.
We're planning on seeing Rushmore. We're hopefully planning on seeing Crazy Horse. Devil's Tower's on the list. So definitely some sites.
So I was watching some stuff today, and I found a speakeasy that we got to try.
Oh.
In Rapids, I think it's in Rapid City.
All right.
Yeah, I got the details for that. I don't remember the name of it, but I wrote it down. So it looked like a pretty cool spot in Rapid City that we got to check out. I know there's some cool stuff in Deadwood. So any of you people that have been there, previous years and have been to Deadwood and know where the good spots to hit, let us know and hit us up either in the side chat or in the comments on this video so that we know where to check out, because we're all newbies, so we're gonna be looking for the cool spots to hit up for drinks and for food.
Scouts flew his Union Jack at Rushmore.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully going to Needles. Yes, Needles is definitely the plan.
Needles, what's the other one?
So
Iron.
you're leading that one, right? You're leading that one, Blacktop?
That and I think it's called Iron Mountain Road, I think is the other one. Iron Mountain Road. Yeah. I think that's the one where you come out one of the tunnels and you can see Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah, saw videos of that the other day. That's pretty cool.
So that's another one I got on there. Needles Highway was definitely on there. I mean, I got the whole list. I got it all written down. We're going to hit as much as we possibly can.
You're on the hook, Brian. You're on the hook.
That's awesome. And Spearfish, yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
So very cool. We're looking forward to getting some awesome footage on the ride out. I'm excited. I'm excited to document it. Excited to vlog it. It's gonna be really cool.
I am so excited about this trip. It's beyond. Like this time last year, 2 years ago, me and Bert took a trip up to Laconia, and we did the Laconia 95th. And to be talking about this trip with the whole crew is awesome. It's what I look forward to every summer. It's taking those big trips on the bike somewhere and just getting lost.
Yeah, I mean, well, last year we did Texas.
Last year we yep.
The Mount Moriah.
I saw a video today. I forget whose video it was, but I saw a video today where they went to this cemetery.
From like 2 years ago, it was a Sturgis video. I think I saw it.
It was pretty cool. I wouldn't mind hitting that up if we had time. What's the word? Here you go. Quick recap, George. Hit him with a quick recap.
Wow. It's Chris Summerlin. It is a go. They voted for what they called option 3, which is a modified version of the rally, where they are going to go forward with the rally, but they are not going to host any public gatherings that are sponsored by the city of Sturgis. So they actually, one thing they said was they felt that canceling the rally was equally as irresponsible as anything else. So because they want to be prepared for the people who are going to, descend on the Black Hills region, which they are anticipating a good amount. I don't think that they're going to have the turnout that, a big round year like the 80th or the 75th would have. But, obviously it's going to be a lot of people.
So what
I don't know. People might show up.
I've seen, I don't remember if I saw it in last week's council meeting or it was somewhere else, but they said the Black Hills, the region there, had the best May as far as tourism that they've had in years. And I'm sure that's because, everybody coming out of COVID wanting to get out.
And it was one of the few parts of the country that's probably open. I mean, Florida, Disney was shut down. New Orleans was shut down. You're not going to California. That was shut down. You're not coming to New York, So, I mean, there are Boston. Yeah, I think Blacktop is absolutely right. Option 3 is a litigation option.
It makes sense. Yep. It makes sense. They're covering their butt.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're not real weird creepy people, so we don't share a wife, but our wives are.
You took the words out of my mouth.
I mean, we're pretty tight, but we're not that tight.
Coming with.
Yes, the wives are coming. We got 5 couples, so 5 guys, 5 wives. The ladies are driving in a vehicle, and the guys are riding our bikes. So we got a little convoy going out. And I know just from Facebook, what we've seen over the last few weeks, there's a lot of big groups coming out of the East Coast right, George? You've seen some
Oh,
too. People
even on the first Sturgis video we did, the comments of people, I mean, 10 and 12 deep, you know, from Massachusetts, from, you know, parts of Pennsylvania, New York. I mean, there are some big groups that are headed out there. So that's awesome. You know, I mean, there's nothing like doing a long trip. I mean, we had 4 of us go to Texas. There's nothing like doing a long trip like that, going down the road with, you know, with a couple of bikes. You know, 6 is going to be cool. It'll be interesting. We'll probably have 7 by the time we get there, because hopefully we're picking up Justin somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, more than half the troop, 7 bikes.
And if we're lucky, which I think we might be, we might get a little collaboration video while we're out there from somebody special in the motovlog world.
Oh,
Bronco Ride says, hope you guys have an incredible time.
Bronco Ride said what?
Hope you guys have an incredible time.
Oh, we plan on it, bro. Thank you.
Load that bike up from Maryland, man. Get on the road.
I mean, we have an incredible time going, I don't know, 40, 50 miles down the road for the day. So 14 days with this group is going to be some stories. There's going to be some stories. I can already see it.
I saw somebody there that was actually riding solo from PA, and I want to say it was
I think it's PA Biker. Is it PA Biker, or it's David Lawson?
Chris David Lawson of NEPA.
Yep.
I think he said he was riding solo.
There you go.
But be careful, dude. If we happen to see each other on the road, definitely hit us up. Maybe we'll talk later, but be careful, brother.
And for all the other motovloggers out there that are planning on going, make sure you hit us up in a DM or something and let us know, I don't know, your plans, your details, stuff like that, so that we can possibly meet up while we're out there. We'll be getting in on Sunday the 9th, and we'll be there for the full week, leaving the next Sunday. So hit us up, let us know where you're going to be at, or just message us and we can try to meet up and have a drink. Meet
Absolutely.
You in person.
That was my favorite time, my favorite scenario when we went down to Paris, Texas, is just meeting all the motovloggers. So we do the same thing here for Sturgis. It'd be awesome. That was a great time.
Yeah, we never expected to meet meet maybe a few people, like 1 or 2. It was,
Nope.
Full crowd. It was a good time.
I still remember going up to my bike to check my phone, and I get a tap on my shoulder. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, hey, dude, what's up?
Yep. Yo, Two Wheel says she's jealous. She's in New Zealand. Man, you got nothing to be jealous about. Those roads out in New Zealand that we see people vlog about are just awesome. Man, that scenery is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
6th through the 11th. So we're there the 6th through the, what are we there for?
Yep.
6th through the, no, not the 6th, the 9th through the 16th we will be there.
Yeah, that's why he's going ahead of us up there.
A lot of people are going for that opening weekend.
Yeah.
Whereas we're not getting there until kind of the weekend is over. So we'll be there for the next weekend and then we'll leave.
Yeah.
But we're coming from further, so we were trying to get the most amount of days out there. I guess we could have left earlier, but
Scout says, you guys doing an actual video about the decision, or are you tired of the shit? Well, no doubt, kid. Scout is referring to when we posted our Is Sturgis Canceled video. Bert took a beating on Facebook. He posted it in a Facebook group, and
I'm not upset.
We didn't get a lot of hate in the comments. I mean, we got like 1 or 2. There was one dude that was like, we hate all motorcyclists and you should just stay home. And to him, I say, just thank you for watching the video. But we didn't get a lot of hate in the comments. We got the hate spewed on Facebook, man.
Oh, Facebook!
I
shared
it, man.
I shared it on every Facebook page related to Sturgis that or every group that I'm in. involving Sturgis, and holy cow, people can't read, man. They don't know what that question mark is after the word canceled. And I don't know how many people told me that our video was fake news, and they didn't even open the video to find out what we said. So, but I'm not hating.
I was at work, and all I kept seeing was these messages come up. I'm like, oh, damn. And I couldn't peel away from work. And I felt bad for the brother, man. Oof.
No, it was fine, man, because you know what? While they were griping and saying all kinds of weird comments, the views were like 15,000 views later. I ain't mad at them.
Steve wants to know if we're doing any concerts there.
Doing any concerts? Well, I think we all kind of, wanted to find one, one or that we could kind of agree on to go to, but we're also waiting to see because I know, some have canceled. A couple canceled with the Buffalo Chip, so we're probably trying to wait to see what the final, lineups are, and then we'll make a decision from there. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting to a concert.
Really?
I saw in the comments.
One person we won't be seeing is ZZ Top because, I mean, listen, I'm a musician. I love me some ZZ Top, but we saw ZZ Top at Ocean City last year, and they were not good. I mean, there's no nice way to put it.
It was like a weekend at Bernie's, like they were just propped up there. Oh man, it's bad. I saw in the comments of the council meeting, someone wrote in the comments something about Lita Ford. Lita Ford's playing. I might just be splitting off from you guys and going to watch Lita Ford.
Oh no! I'm there with you, brother. I'm there with you, 100%.
I wouldn't mind seeing some Lita Ford. I think I saw Willie Nelson canceled.
Yeah. I mean,
of course.
After Willie canceled, I'm good. I don't need to see anybody else.
Willie's 120, so he didn't want to risk getting the COVID.
The Shine Down cancel? Did you see? I didn't see that.
I think, was it Shine Down or was it? Might have been Shine Down.
I hope not.
He said ZZ Bottom. That's not right. I wasn't trying to hate on him. It just.
Oh man, Outback Outlaw says they're wax dummies.
That's what they look like.
It was tough, dude. It was tough. And Christopher David Lawson says Lita still sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was. I think the Piney Princess is telling me she's not going to watch Lita Ford with me.
What? Dang. She's totally 90s.
I think you just got the free pass, man.
Hating on me, man. Just want to see some Lita Ford. I wanted to see Lita Ford at Gettysburg Bike Week 2 years ago when we ended up going on that cruise, and it was the same weekend. I didn't get to see it. And that was just down the road. We'll see.
Shine Down has been replaced with polished up. Scouse.
That's wrong.
You're wrong, brother.
Yeah. Chicks always stick together, huh?
Oh, what's with that?
That's funny. Scout says Shine Down have been replaced by Polish Up.
Polish Up, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I'm pretty sure Puddle of Mud's still there.
Yeah.
My name is
for the two good songs they have. That should be
pretty much.
I'm sure somewhere on YouTube there's a Puddle of Mud fan that's going to be like, you guys are jerks.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, the dude can freaking rock that bass like you don't know, but yeah, too slow.
God. Outback Outlaw says Scouse has been replaced by Mousy. Scousy's new YouTube channel, the Mousy's Adventures.
That's not right.
You got troubles there, Bert.
Hate.
I can't be where he's crushing on her.
No, if this is true, this is just wrong, man. For real.
Oh, man.
Oh, killed it.
Brother can't catch a break.
That's awesome. Lita Ford will be there August 7th.
That's not cool at all.
It's so terrible. I mean, you know, Carolyn got the crush all over Donnie at the New Kids concert. Now, you know,
Right?
you're going to.
And I went and supported her, right?
You totally did. You totally did go to New Kids on the Block.
I did. I did. That's not right.
Should have saw him, Austin. He was he had the hand wave going
Oh,
on.
he was doing the wave.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Yo says I feel dirty even reading the name Nickelback.
Did they do the Super Bowl recently?
Oh, they're terrible. They're terrible.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Oh man, they're terrible.
All right. Well, so that's the news, man. It's pretty much it. We don't have a lot else. We just wanted to get on and kind of break the news, but I don't think we were the only ones who had the same idea. You know, other people were on there watching the meeting as well. But it's a good result, I think, for us. What is it?
Well, I think we won regardless if they had it or not. So,
I mean, at this point, yeah, I think we were Blacktop saw New Kids when he was alive.
Thanks, Blacktop. Appreciate it. This is where we always lose. The girls are sticking together, and you're taking cheap shots.
Bluegrass said, were there any restrictions? Bluegrass said, are there any restrictions on the bars? Iron Horse, One Eye Jacks, Knuckle. They didn't announce that, but they were giving them special permits. They called it like special event permits, and they were granting those permits, and that happened early in the meeting. As a matter of fact, the guy who voted against Resolution 3 said that they shouldn't be getting the special event permits because the rally is not a special event because it's been going on for so long. So
80 years. Come on.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yep.
Clearly, he doesn't own a business in town.
So 4,700 people watching the city council meeting. Yeah, there's 4,700 people watching the city council meeting, Nick, and there's I kid you not, there's 10 people on stage and 15 people in the stands watching them. There was absolutely no there's nobody there. He admitted to seeing on YouTube.
Hey, I give you props, brother. You were taking care of the lady. You did good.
I'm not embarrassed.
No.
Yeah. So
Better than Taylor Swift.
Wow, Mrs. Blacktop's on a roll.
Ooh, it's bad.
He saw Christina Aguilera when he was like 25.
That's not right.
That's what happens, Brian, when you take a cheap shot at the beard. He will get you.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, again, I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out. I know we obviously came on late because we were watching the city council meeting, and tell her she needs to tone it down.
I know somebody that was there watching it with me.
I was trying to hold it back, brother, but you've been disappointed.
That's funny.
He said he was 21. That's too much, man.
But yeah, just thank you for everybody who kind of hung in there. And I know we were on like 45 minutes late, waiting for this to come on. We really didn't know what to do about the timing. And with StreamMate, you do have to schedule the event. And we had no idea that every member of the city council of Sturgis was going to do a one-page prepared statement.
Yeah.
There you go.
Too much. You guys are too much.
So
So
awesome.
yeah, we'll probably wrap this up now, right?
Yeah, I think we're good. Thank everybody.
Appreciate everybody coming out.
And
Hey, I spoke this around.
Austin actually had audio and
Yes.
microphone this time around, so that's a plus.
Yep.
So apparently next time if we want to have a guest, we just have to not invite Austin.
Oh man, that's.
Update us when you get some electronic devices from this decade, and then we'll maybe talk.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
So
Dirty tour. All right, I'm just rambling now.
all right, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, you brothers.
Good night. God bless.
Stay thirsty.
I am thirsty.
Uh-huh.
No, you say goodbye. No, you hang up.
No, you hang up.
You hang up.
Our juicer from Icarus. Top notch.